Hi everyone, it's Gina. Welcome to my channel. Thought I'd do something a little bit different. I have found a new channel and I am so addicted. It's called Sartis, and this woman can take cardboard and make the most amazing things. I have made a few cardboard items and I will probably end up doing a video on that, but it was such a long process and I wanted to get a couple under my belt just to kind of get the hang of it. So look for that. But this time I thought I'd switch it up and do a jar. It's just a glass Ragu jar. It's been thoroughly cleaned, and I took some alcohol and sprayed down the outside and wiped it, although I'm touching it all over now. So if I'm going to paint, I would wipe it off again, but I think I'm going to start in a different way. So this is going to be probably over the course of multiple days because you have to wait for things to dry. I thought I would go ahead and get started. If you clicked on this video, then you have the advantage because you already know what it looks like. I don't, and I can't wait to find out. Since this will be taped over the course of probably multiple days, I will definitely need to speed up the video. So I hope you stay with me and let's get started. is the finished product, and I am so happy. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. It was a struggle. It was a pretty long process, especially when you're dealing with all the different glues and paints and the drying time, and you know, you really want things to set before you move on to the next step, which I learned when I was adding the paint on these little gems down here. I noticed when I added my second coat, the lighter blue, that it had pulled off some of the other darker color. And I think it's because it wasn't dry. I was jumping the gun and I didn't let it dry. So after I added the blue back, I went out and sprayed it with a acrylic spray just to help set it, and then that made it a little easier to go forward and have the paint stick. And so I ended up spraying it a couple of times throughout this process, just because I thought it would be helpful to adhere the paint before doing the next layer. And I sprayed it really well when I was finished. The only thing is, it's a matte spray, and I really did want the little gems to have this glitter. I did go back and add more glitter so that it would really pop. The matte spray kind of toned it down, so I did go back and add that. And I did go back and touch up a little bit. Like I had little bits of white here and there because I was using a sponge, and of course it's hard to control a sponge. So I went back and touched up. I touched up a little in here and then around the bobbles too. So I didn't film that part. It's such a long process. But I did want to tell you, I did go back and make sure that it looked round and just did some touch-ups. But overall, very pleased with how it turned out, and I'm really excited. This is going to be a birthday present for my mom, and I hope she loves it. And I hope you do too. Anybody can do this. It just takes patience and lots of glue. As you saw, I probably used at least 5 different types of glue. Getting this sticker to adhere and to bend to match the contour of the jar was not easy. So I did have to use some super glue, and even that took a while. I had to really hold it down for a while. It would stick and then it would want to pop back up. I finally did get it to stick, but it took a lot of patience, a lot of glue, lots of paint. Everything got at least 2 coats. So you see me putting it on the first time, but what you didn't see was I went over it again with another coat. In the end, I think it turned out great. I'm super excited. It's something a little different for me, but I just had to give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're still here at the end, thanks so much for sticking with me. That's gonna do it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.